We traveled down to Senoia, and we are here with Tiffany, the manager of the Woodbury Shoppe.
Hi, guys. You even said Senoia right, which is awesome.
I learned the lesson quick, right?
Oh, yeah.
You
say it wrong here, and they make you fix it real fast.
Well, I want to say congratulations, by the way.
Thank
Congratulations are in order, because you got engaged, correct?
Yes, I did.
So congrats, and happy Mother's Day, and happy belated birthday, because you had like a ton of events happen recently.
They all coincided pretty nicely. I had engagement, Mother's Day, birthday, and I was like, boom, done. Way to start 30 years old. I just admitted that I'm 30. Oh, God.
It's okay. I'm still a little older than you. It's fine. All right. So I wanted to start off with kind of a goofy question, but you are considered one of MTV's hottest walkers. Mm-hmm. So that's right, folks.
Yes. There is such a thing.
There is a thing, which is weird in its own right, but why not?
Most definitely.
And so you were known as the peasant shirt walker or peasant dress walker. Is that correct?
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, see, now I'm having the same problem. Peasant Blouse Walker.
Yes. Yes, okay. So you were featured on that list back in 2014 was when that occurred.
Yep.
So what is that like, carrying that burden and honor on your shoulders?
It's definitely it comes with its oddities, because people are like, that's not a thing, and I'm like, I promise you it is, and it is a title. So to the extent of getting to work here, I now have it engraved on my name tag. So I'm only number 8 on the list. I'm not Shane, I think, was number 1. Because he was gorgeous, but getting to be a hot dead person, I was it's funny to see how people come up with theories of how I died, because I had eyeliner on, I guess, the night before, and they didn't get it all out when I went on set, so there's just enough, and I'm I guess that highlighted my very yellow gross contact eyes, and I'm I guess that's what it takes to be hot here. That and a lot of dirt in your hair.
Well, it's pretty funny, but we love that that's a thing. So
yes, it's something I get to have for the rest of my life, so I'm happy about it.
Have you heard fan theories on how your character died?
I heard one thing that I was on my way to a date, and I must have gotten eaten, or that I was homecoming queen probably at some point, and I was on my way back to my reunion. There's so many weird things. The oddest one was definitely someone was you were dressed in a lot of clothing, maybe you were going to some kind of church retreat, and I'm why is that? And they're oh, because you're a Southern belle, church went hand in hand. I'm
going to the summer revival at church, clearly.
Okay, sounds good to me. I'm either way, I died, so we all know where I ended up. In the woods.
Well, those are great theories. I love that. What was it like meeting so many of the stars? Because not only did you meet them on set, but you also have been able to meet people here through the store. So So what's that been like?
Well, first and foremost, they tell you not to freak out, which is the hardest thing, because you want to just have a fangirl moment. You have very strict rules. You can't really talk to them unless they talk to you. So there is a scene where I cross in front of the camera, and it's because Daryl and Rick and them, they're going down a hill, and I'm already a klutz, and I went down the hill chasing after him, and I fell, and Norman Reedus caught me, and I was like, oh my God. And he's
a romantic.
Yeah. I was are you okay? And I'm I'm fine. Are you okay? And he's no, he's all right. You're everybody's good. I'm he's all right, well, do you want to get back on steady land? I'm yes, because you're wearing contacts, you can't see anything. So he had to guide me, so he grabbed me into the elbow, and he walked me back over to on the landing. I'm I'm okay. And then just, from other times being on set, getting to just be around them, and Soon Young talked to me while we were eating one day, and I was this is the most amazing thing ever. And I gotta say, meeting Dog here in the shop, because he's a dog, how can you not love him? Jeffrey D. Morgan came in, and this was, I guess, right when they were about finishing up, so Gus could sign the wall. And I was just over here minding my own business, and I look up and I'm So that was super awesome, and he was so nice. He like took pictures with everybody. Like we waited our turn, and we all got a picture together, and that's what we posted on Instagram and stuff. So it's just a one in a lifetime experience because like you get to be around them, and you're just like they're regular people, but you're just like I've seen you in so many things. Especially Norman Reedus. I saw him in Boondock Saints and Jeffrey Dean Morgan, like Grey's Anatomy, P.S. I Love You, like all that stuff. So little fan moment.
Same, yes. Yes.
It happens.
I often talk about how I can't meet Norman Reedus in person because I don't want to pay to pass out in front of someone. Seems like a waste of my money.
It's really hard because he's just like you sit there and like they spray him to make him look all sweaty, but it's hot and he's already sweaty and you're just like this is not weird.
So I kind of want to move into talking about all the changes that are happening now in Senoia, right? Because the windmill is gone now.
Unfortunately,
the church is gone, and so the wall is next to come down.
Yes. So right now they are finishing up the inside. As you can imagine, with all the trucks and stuff that have come through and filming crews, the ground looks awful. So they were in the process of like kind of redoing the houses because they wanted to repurpose them, not just so that they would have just sets, but so that they could make them sellable houses for later. So I know that they've been working on that and they've been redoing the grounds, and I believe once all that is complete, they're gonna finalize taking the walls down. It's set somewhere, we've heard like the end of June, maybe the beginning of July. I think it all just kind of depends on how their schedule goes with timing. But there's definitely been calls every day. They're like, do you know if the wall's coming down? Is it down? Like, have you heard anything? Do you have any of it? You know, I'm like, I don't know anything. I'll know when they tell me. That or just like, I'll drive up one day and I'm like, oh, there's no wall. Okay. Like, forgot completely what it looked like before. Like, it's been so long. No idea.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure they heard the picture now. So this is a selfishly motivated question, but are there any plans for you guys to buy like a chunk of the wall to sell off?
We've spoken to our owners, and we are in hopes that they would eventually either donate for the museum or that they would donate to us so that we could have and do with it as we please. I don't know yet though, because we haven't heard any word back, so I'm assuming once we know that the wall's coming down, that we'll kind of have more answers as to what it's going to look like in the end.
Okay.
But my fingers are crossed. As is like thousands of people that contact us all the time.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, sure. So they're moving Fear to Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah, that I heard.
And Tales filmed in the area, pretty close.
Yep.
And now we know that the Norman Reedus spinoff, the Girl spinoff will be occurring in Europe, and then Negan and Maggie will be in New York. So, I guess we're kind of curious, with there being so many different filming locations, we'll be on this one in Virginia, and are there any plans for the Woodbury Shoppe to expand and open other museums and other locations, or other stores?
Not that I've heard yet, but it's not an awful idea. I know that we personally, we would love to have them in one location, but at the same time, we have no idea what it's going to end up looking like a year down the road or even 2 years down the road. I think what's really going to depend on if that were to happen is if the spin-offs do really well. And I say you're going to have your first season of these spin-offs. They're going to be about 6 to 8 episodes long. So I think depending on their popularity, that'll determine whether, we end up exceeding, past what we expect for us. Like, we're just happy that it's continuing because we're like, yes, new merchandise, new stories, give me. But as far as just if that's possible that we could expand, that would always be awesome.
I guess we just want to kind of talk about what new merchandise you have. So yeah, what new stuff do you have in store that you'd like to share with us?
So one of them is definitely this shirt here. As we all know, Negan is our favorite bad guy, but he's slowly becoming a really good guy. It's really hard to love bad guys. Anyway, so this is from season 11. It is a new shirt that we got in. We also got in 2 new Daryl shirts. So there's Daryl with his wings and he's shooting a crossbow, looking all delicious. And then we also got in Dog We Trust shirt. All of these shirts are available online at thewoodburyshoppe.com, and of course in store. We also just got in, it's an old saying, but it was a new design that we got. It's greeting from PP City, which is one of Negan's quotes. I just got in a ton of new mugs. Now, I don't know if anyone knows this, but everyone here is big coffee drinkers. So that's why you see mugs. Travel mugs, turbises. So we got some with the new wings design, which is like that silver blue color from Daryl's Vest. I also got some new Commonwealth stuff in. And what a lot of people don't know is that Commonwealth is incredibly hard for us to get a hold of just because it's not as big of a seller, of course, as Megan's face or Daryl's face. So we do have it on a mug and we have it on a mouse pad. It's like Mercer, which is actually what your shirt says, do your part. So if you like Commonwealth, I highly recommend looking into either one of those because that's going to help us determine whether we can maybe get some shirts in. And then we are really big on our We Survive Somehow. That is our motto pretty much since, we said just survive somehow. So we've got that in 2 different styles of shirt, 2 different colors. I now have it in 2 different turbises, as well as a insulated reusable solo cup. And I'm looking to get it on some postcards. And then we're hoping to expand that. We're also getting an old design back, which is the biggest fan. It's got the windmill on it from Alexandria.
That's cute.
So that's gonna come in. That'll be in next week actually. So always keep updated through us if you wanted to get any kind of merchandise. Always check our Instagram and Facebook. We're gonna update it every single time when we get merch. And I hope, fingers crossed, that we will continue to get more merch because that's my goal here is to have new. Who doesn't? Right now we just just yesterday we got in a signed script from Jeffrey Dean Morgan. It is his script from season 11 and he did sign it. Right now we don't have a particular price on it because we're also considering it as a museum piece. So if anyone is interested in this beautiful script, which I know for a fact was signed by him because it came from my boss's house. He lived at my boss's house for almost a year. So if you need verification, I got you. But we are looking to sell it. So if you are interested, you are more than welcome to message us, throw a number out there. I'm not going to shoot you down. And then we're constantly getting new signed merch. So, if you're kind of interested in something, I definitely recommend coming to check it out. Or you can always, give us a call, check us out on Instagram. We're always updating those kind of times. We're always going to be busy during summer. So if you're traveling to Florida or from Florida to somewhere else, or we're en route. It takes 20 minutes. Just get off. It's okay. We'll come here. See us. I won't mind. I'll give you a hug. Who knows? Things are always changing, evolving, so there might be more fun news to come.
So it would be important to follow them on Instagram. So follow the Woodbury Shoppe on Instagram. Tiffany does lives fairly often, so you'll get to see her beautiful, MTV hottest walker face.
One day I'll do the makeup again.
As she shares all of the goings on at the Woodbury Shoppe. So thank you, Tiffany, for meeting with us and taking out time during a fairly busy weekend with the camp going on. So thank you. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure to have you guys, and you're more than welcome to come back anytime.
Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure.
See you guys later. Thank you.